Good. I think the guys are starting to get what our identity's got to be, and that's we've got to play harder and tougher than every team we play against every single night out, and we did that tonight. That Florida A&M is a team that's their record is not indicative of how good they are and how hard they play. They play really, really hard, and no team has beat them like we beat them. Nobody of the teams they played, nobody has out-rebounded them like we rebounded them, and nobody's held them to the shooting percentage that we did. And I thought from start to finish, we played harder and tougher than them. And that's all I've been harping on these guys for a while now, and they're starting to get what that means and what that looks like on every single possession.
That's 2 straight games of rebounding the ball pretty well. I guess is that just them taking in that swarming mentality you were talking about?
Yeah, it's the identity. It's the identity. I've been talking about it for a long time, but we didn't get what that picture looked like. And so we've had to go through some things and practice some drills that just that's the only way you could win the drill was how many rebounds, how many loose balls you come up with. And then there's a penalty at the end of it just so that they understand what that looks like, what that means. And I think it's paid off. And I think the guy tonight who set the tone, I think it's 2 games in a row he set the tone, was Allen Payne. Allen Payne was a monster out there. I mean, he was on it defensively. He was on it offensively, on the offensive glass. Early on, he got us 2 or 3 offensive rebounds in a row to set the tone. On top of it, he has not only the 16 points, 13 rebounds, but 5 assists and no turns. I mean, that's what seniors are supposed to do, set the tone.
Could you feel the team's ready for conference play?
It doesn't matter if we are or not because it's here. It's here, but I think we are. We got a challenge ahead, but I think this team is prepared for that grind that's coming up.
Talking about Allen, he had a double-double by halftime. I think it was one of his better games this season. And you think it's something you expect from him?
And I just told him in front of the team that, Allen, you're capable of this every night. I didn't run a ton of plays for him, if any, tonight. This was all heart, desire, effort, relentlessness, and he played harder than anybody on the floor. And then when you've got talent like he's got, that's the end result. You can put up some pretty good numbers. And I told him he's capable of doing this no matter who we play the rest of the way, and we expect it. And we expect it to become contagious because I thought from the early part of the game he was, but not everybody was playing at that level. But when you got one guy playing like that, it becomes contagious and everybody else caught up to him.
Are you seeing a little bit more consistency out of him now?
Who? On the offensive end of the floor, I didn't think we were sharp in our execution offensively. I mean, I thought we attacked, we got the ball inside, we got it to the rim. We weren't sharp, and that shows up in your 3-point shooting percentage. We got some good looks; they just didn't go down because we weren't ready to shoot. And then our free throws. We've been a good free throw shooting team, and it just didn't go in tonight. So we got to be better in that area of the floor.
How about Chris? Got in foul trouble early for you, but still came in cold in the second half.
That's what he can put some points on the board. He's one of the guys I didn't think was ready to play right from the beginning, and that shows by him getting 2 quick fouls because when you're not ready to play, that's what happens. And challenged him a little bit at halftime, and he responded.
So, Coach, with a 4-game winning streak going into SEC play, how big do you feel like that is for a confidence base?
I think it's big. I think it's big, especially with the young guys that we have on this team. I think they've got confidence in themselves and they've got confidence in the group because they've done this together. And they've done it for each other, and they've competed, played hard, and battled every single possession. And so it's good for these guys to get the feeling of it wasn't because we played great offensively that we won these games. It's because we played hard, we played tough, we played with desire, we played with passion, we played with emotion, we played with energy that this happened. And it starts with our seniors. I think those guys have set the tone in these practices. It's carried over to the games, and I think now that I think our older guys have confidence. It's now getting these younger guys that confidence that they need going into what we're about to go through.
Talk about your strong start again.
I just want to be more aggressive. Like, we've all heard Coach say that he's looking for guys to step up and produce. And with me playing nearly 30 minutes a game, I definitely took on that challenge. I had a good week of practice leading up to this one, and it carried over.
Coach said he told you in the locker room that you could do this every game against anybody. Do you feel that same way?
Absolutely. I have the confidence that I can play well against anybody, especially in this league. It's be my 4th year in it, so I know exactly what to expect coming up here in the next couple months.